let's just do gallery view. There we go. Okay. So thank you everybody who has joined us this far. We might have other people that join on to this call, but it's an introductory call on basically what we're going to be doing, and it's the discovery of solutions for fairs of BC. So just a little bit about myself and Siddall. So I'm Kryssie Thomson. I'm a leadership performance coach. And Siddall, who is joining me on the call today and will be speaking on behalf of BC Fairs, is the second vice president of BC Fairs. So what we're just going to kind of do today is kind of go through a bit of our structure on how we're going to present this this idea that kind of blossomed this year at convention. So Anne, before we start, did you want to say anything, add in anything for the first little bit?
Well, just that BC Fairs is excited to launch this program, and we're here to guide you, not tell you what to do. So I think that this is very appropriate at this time to be starting these calls.
Excellent. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome to the call. So can you hear me, Sylvia? She might be a bit locked up. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to go through the basic instructions and basically what the program is, why we're doing this program, how it works, and then how, if you're interested in, if you haven't already signed up, how you can sign up at the end of this or before we start. So what the program is, it's a way for fairs to join together and come up with ideas. You'd say that, Anne? Ideas on how we're basically running fairs, different ideas that might come from smaller fairs that we can implement into our fairs and vice versa. Basically just collaborating and joining together BC Fairs in a whole throughout the year instead of once a year at convention. Did you want to add to that, Anne?
Oh, no, that's pretty accurate. We're enhancing on the managers meeting. It's an opportunity. We do so much networking at the conference. It's an opportunity here to ask questions, and hopefully we can all share ideas and what works for your fair and what doesn't. So, okay.
Yeah. And I think that's important because some people have brought up to me in conversation asking what this program was about. And they were at BC Fairs convention. The managers meeting is rushed. It's an hour and a half long. We deal with sometimes up to 20 topics that we have to squish together. It sometimes can be scattered, and so this is a way for one, like I said earlier, structure to be put into place for the fairs to actually have topics that they want to do and speak about. So what I've done and what we've done as BC Fairs is created a program, which is a 6-month program. It's once a month starting February 12th this year for 2019. But the first speaker for the 12th of February is Christina Frank from Cafe. She was actually going to try to get on the call. She might still pop on, but it is quite late in the East Coast side. But so she's actually speaking. The topic that she chose to speak on, and just from people's topics coming in, is balancing traditions and innovations. So basically how to keep your fair still the old style fair, but how to bring the new in and implement the new that's very much needed, and to allow your fairs to really powerfully grow. So she's quite excited about that. Hopefully she makes it in even partway through, but I know that she is so, well, you'd know, Anne, too, that she's so excited about this program, not only for BC, in a whole BC, to be the first to do this within, there's webinars, I think, in, what program is that, Anne?
Yeah, there is several. They do offer several webinars, and IAPI also offers webinars. So
yeah, so it's nice to have something that BC Fairs is bringing to the table in that sense. In March, we're looking at the cannabis laws, which is very much a hot topic. There's going to be 2 speakers. One rep right now that we have lining up is from the P&E, who have implemented they've implemented a lot of the protocols and regulations on how people are going to show up to fairs, or sorry, how their fair goers are going to, like the laws that they're going to put in place on where they're going to allow cannabis, if it's medical cannabis, etc. So they're going to speak on that behalf, as well as we're going to have somebody come in and speak on how to implement cannabis into our fairs for the exhibitors, and just to open up that door if a fair chooses to do that. There's controversy on each side whether fairs want to or not want to, but it's an opportunity for everybody to kind of join in. Anything you want to speak on that, Anne?
No, that's fine. I don't know enough about it, so I'm going to learn too.
Anne's not a 420 girl, so that's so in April, Alison Markin, who some of you might have remembered speaking at BC Fairs, she's coming on board for the March sessions, and we're going to discuss how to basically let your fair stand out about everything else and all the other events that are happening in your community through advertising, and the idea of online purchasing, if that's an interest to you. Welcome to everybody who's showing up. I'm glad to see you guys here. We're just going through what the program is about and just the topics so far. We have the 3 topics, and we're going to create the next 3 topics for the remainder following after the first session. So is there any questions so far from anybody listening on what the program part is about? Because we're going to talk about how it works, and then as well as action steps. Any questions? If you guys have any questions, just raise your hand and I can unmute you as well. No? Good. Okay. Anne, do you have anything to add?
No, not at this time.
Anne's my my co-host, and she's just letting me do all the talking.
I am.
So how this program is going to work is just like we've all joined today. It's going to be a 6-month program that we meet once a month. It's February 12th, March 12th is the second one, and then you'll get emails. Once you register with BC Fairs, then you'll start getting emails that give you the description of what the topics are about, what the dates are, etc. But what it happens is basically you come on 7 o'clock, myself and the guest speaker will do a section that is on the topic. We'll dive deep kind of into what they've brought to the table, because they're doing the research and their homework on the topic that we'll be presenting that night. And then it's an opportunity for fairs, and some fairs already have been great in sending in ideas and solutions that they would like to see and implement into the fairs. And so we're actually utilizing those fairs, and we might actually ask those fairs, if they're willing, to come on and be part of the guest speaker panel. And then that way we can hear from a fair as well as a guest speaker. And then we open up the floor to questions, and it just allows everybody to kind of join in. So there is going to definitely be some structure. I'm really strict with time because my time's valuable, and so is everybody else's. And so that being said, I'd like to keep these calls down to an hour and a half, and if we're done earlier, then that's amazing. But we will not be going over an hour and a half, that I promise. I'll just push end. No, just kidding. I won't. But so, and then, so after that, the opportunity is yours to really powerfully create things and come up with ideas. And the whole purpose of this is really for fairs to get really powerful insights to grow their fairs, and to keep the agriculture alive within British Columbia, and just show awareness to all the fairgoers that come year after year, and maybe bringing new ones. So Anne, can you speak on why BC Fairs chose to create this?
Well, Kryssie approached us with this idea, and we recognize that we don't have enough time at the managers meeting, and that there's so many questions out there. Janine fields calls all the time, and I just feel that this is a positive move. kind of investigated webinars, but we haven't managed, it's expensive and we haven't managed to bring this about. So we thought, well, let's try this and see if it works. And it'll be a trial. And if it's successful, we'll go maybe 8 months next year. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. And Christina Frank was, like I said earlier, she was going to come on the call, but she does have a new baby and said that she might not be able to. But she had sent a message that she was really excited to see this happening within BC and being a starter within Canada, really to do these kind of calls that create the solutions for fairs and moving them forward in a positive way. So I just kind of, is everybody comfortable going around and just saying what fair they're from? Yeah? Okay, I'll unmute. Lisa, if you want to go, just introduce yourself and say what fair you're from and why this is interesting to you.
We're from Creston Valley Fall Fair. We just had our 100th last year. It's interesting, and the reason I'm really interested in it is because we are growing and we need to grow, and I think this is the most knowledgeable way we can do it with good guidance from you guys and what to do and what not to do.
Right. So what are some, what would be some things that you would like to get out of it? Like by coming every month, what do you, at the end of it, what outcome would you desire, I guess would be a word?
Having more knowledge in different areas, definitely balancing traditions. A lot of people here, they like their little fair with the old way of doing things, but they're not sure on how to bump up into the new age per se, and knowing how to deal with cannabis laws. It's going to be everywhere. So how do we deal with it? Right now, our fair is in the rec center, so there's no smoking anyways. But that being said, should we find our own grounds, we need to know how to do it and what to do.
Excellent. Thank you. Sylvia, are you comfortable speaking?
Sure.
Okay, you want to introduce
Sylvia? Yeah, I'm with the BC&E in Prince George and also with BC Fairs, and it's just a new concept and interested to learn a little bit more about it. Never done much with webinars, so it's a different view on how to do things.
Very cool. What would be an outcome that you'd like to get for your fair?
Well, we are interested in, the March, the cannabis laws, as I think pretty much everybody is, but also in, trying to move forward. A lot of boards are stuck in the past and not willing to change with the times. And so it'll be interesting to see if there's a way to get the board members moving forward.
Right. Okay, thank you. Kathy, I don't know if you can hear me, or Janine Anderson, if you can hear me or unmute yourself. Maybe Kathy, can you hear me? Oh, Kathy can hear me. Okay, Kathy, can you speak and see if I unmuted you? No. So she's messaging saying that she can hear me, but I've unmuted you. So maybe on your end, are you able to unmute, Kathy? I don't have a microphone, so that is a no. So can you just tell us what fair you're from, Kathy? If you can type it in there and I'll let everybody know. Oh, from Chilliwack. Dirt. That's awesome. Okay, Janine Anderson. Kathy, if you want to put as well what concerns you have and why you would like to do this, that'd be great. And then Janine. So the other Janine, I was supposed to pretend that she's not on here, but she's my center screen right now. Are you willing? Are you going to nod your head or no? I had a call with Janine this morning. She's like, do not introduce me. So I'm not going to, you are.
Hi, everyone. I'm really excited about this program. I think it's a fabulous way to help keep our fairs connected outside of the conference. and also have that opportunity to share ideas, share problems, and hopefully find solutions. And I know that Kryssie's going to be awesome at doing this job for us. As Anne had said, this is basically an extension of our managers meeting that we hold at the conference. Because we've had so many fairs tell us how important that meeting is, Anne and Kryssie came to the board and said, we've got a great idea, and everybody agreed. So I hope it is going to help some of you solve solutions and find some new ideas. And I'm just here, I'm for the ride.
And who are you? Did you say who you were, just in case that we, like, what your title was?
Oh, I just assumed everybody knew who I was. No, I'm Janine. I'm the executive director with BC Fairs.
Awesome. Well, thank you for Jean.
I'm the one at the other end of the phone.
Yeah, exactly. So Janine Anderson, I saw you there for a second. Are you? She's out again. So I just want to read what Kathy put. The main concern for Chilliwack is dealing with protests against the rodeo. Also, that we want to support agriculture, but feel that farmers taking part in competitive shows. But we have fewer farmers taking part in competitive shows. So that's interesting. And we're going to, that's one of our topics that we want to actually highlight is agriculture for sure, because we are agricultural fairs. And so as well, we are always looking for guest speakers. So if any of you want to hear and have somebody in mind, please reach out to Janine and myself. And if you don't have my email address, then Janine for sure. And then we can always create something around it, because I think it's important, because this is not my program, it's not BC Fairs program, it's all of BC Fairs program. And so it's about you for your fairs, and I just want to emphasize that. So is there any questions before I get on to the action steps? Because like I said, time is valuable, and I didn't intend this to be any longer than 30 minutes because it's evening. So is there any other questions? Anne's gone again. That's my sidekick for you. Oh, you're
the battery.
Oh, okay. So, so basically the action part. So I'd like to kind of give you, so how this works is if you are an active BC Fair registered member, you are able to sign up for this program. This program is, it costs is for fairs over 100, fairs over 1,000 participants, then it's $100. And that includes 4 of your fair members to join in. And if by chance you have more than 4 members wanting to come, $25 extra per person, just pay that to Janine, and then that will go towards that. There's as well as fairs under 1,000, it's $25, and that is for 1 person. The reason we have to limit the amount of people per fair, or because each amount of people that we have online, they charge you a certain amount. So it just kind of allows all fairs to take part. You can either have the same 4 members come on, you can rotate through your group, or add more people on as we go. And it'll benefit everybody. So the thing is, with having more people, more than 1 person on, is everybody has different perspectives on how they hear things and how they learn things, and will bring different things to the table. So that's really an amazing thing. So
can I just say something, Kryssie, for a second? It's
welcome back.
That it's $100 per year. It's not $100
per session. Yeah, absolutely. So it's a flat fee, and yeah, there's going to be so much information that is going to overwhelm you. For anybody who has registered, these calls are all going to be recorded. So anybody who is registered, your recorded call or recorded video will be sent to you after 24 hours, so that you can review it again if you miss it. If you can't get to your registered fair and you can't actually make one of the calls, you still will be able to utilize the information by the recordings, which is a cool feature as well. So if you are interested in doing this, if you haven't signed up already, but if you're interested in doing this, then there's 2 ways that you can do it. You can phone Janine or email Janine. at J dot or JB dot shop. I'm not even going to
JB Saw at bcfairs.ca.
bcfairs.ca. Or you can give her a call and do a register that way. There has been emails going out. I do have a series of emails that will go out to remind you of the calls, telling you which which topics are coming out, and a little bit more in depth on what we're going to speak about, so there's structure so that you know. And then it's literally, we are starting on February 12th, so we have less than a month away, which I'm kind of I'm not kind of excited. I am excited about it. It'll be fun, and I know that there are some concerns around the technology side of things, and I think that once you just kind of give it a go and go for it, it'll open up a new world for you for sure, and allow you to learn really powerfully how to grow your fairs. Anything else there, Ms. Siddall?
Nope. It sounds like a plan. Looking forward to it. On my calendar.
That's awesome. So as of right now, we have a amount of fairs that have already joined on, and it's for you, about you. So please join and create a really cool year, because this program will also be brought to BC Fairs and presented in a way as well. So it's just gonna grow and add so much value to your membership as well. So I thank you. I thank Anne. I thank BC Fairs. I thank Janine, because she puts up with me because I'm cheeky. But thank you so much for coming on this session, just to kind of explain what's happening. And for those fairs who have already signed up, thank you for supporting and believing in this, because I know it's new and can be a bit fearful. So any last words, Anne?
No, I'll look forward to talking with everybody, hopefully on February the 12th.
Awesome.
Any questions, email us and we'll try to answer you.
Absolutely. And also, I just want to remind you, if you have topics, if you have anything, there are forms that have been sent out in the emails, but if you're not comfortable with using the forms, please just, like I said, email Janine, tell us what your concerns are for fair, put it on social media. These will be posted. This one here will be posted on Facebook. You're more than welcome to put in the comments what your concerns are. We are watching everything. So just, yeah, like I said, it's for you. So take care, and we will talk soon, February 12th.
Night, everybody.
Night. Leaving now. Bye-bye.